This is Brother Teacher. How good are you at trivia? Well, here's one of those things that I enjoy doing from time to time with my students, my friends, my family, and so forth. Uh, it's question and answer period to see where you are on some subjects and or issues in life in general, even things about yourself. So, in this particular segment, I'm going to ask you 10 questions. If you know the answers to those questions, you may want to write them down. Stop this video after the 10th question. Write all of the questions and the answers down if you want. If not, you can just keep it in your head up here. And if you think you know the answers to all or most of the questions, uh, that's good. But I'm pretty sure that you won't know the answer to all of the questions. Most won't. Most average people won't know the answer. So I'm going to ask the questions first, and immediately after I ask the questions, I'm going to give you the answers. So please don't cheat. Be honest. If you don't know, you don't know. And I'm not there looking over your shoulder to see what you're doing. So we begin with the first question. Why is there hair in your nose? That's number one. Number two, how many ribs do human beings have? Number three, how many bones do human beings have? Us. Number four, why do women have a period or a menstrual cycle every month? Okay. Number five, what's special about the signature line on a check? Number six, is your hair alive? Hair. Hair. Is it alive? Number seven, what is the largest human organ? 8. Where is the liver located in the human body? Number 9. What is U.S. paper money made of? Last question. How much water should we really drink every day? So, I've asked you those questions. You can take a moment and try to answer them and see if you were correct. You can pause right now if you so desire. So now, so I don't stop the recording, I'm just going to move on from here. Hopefully, if you didn't know the answers or was not sure, you stopped this video prior to this point and you sought out the answers, maybe. But you don't have to do that because I'm going to give you the answer. First thing, number one, why is there hair in your nose? It's real simple. Every human being has hair in their noses. I've been told before over the years, as an adult, to trim a little hair out of my nose because it was protruding a little bit. That's not an unsightly thing. I've seen people over time that had hair, grossly, profusely growing out of their noses, and they didn't do cosmetic work, to trim it down like edges or what have you. It can be a bit cumbersome, I guess you can say, or maybe even unsightly to some. But there is a significant reason that we have hair in our noses. It's also called cilia. The purpose of the hair in your nose is, guess, it's a filter. Don't forget, we breathe oxygen. From what? The air around us. And don't forget, there's all types of particles, dander, things floating in the air all of the time. That hair catches it, or that cilia catches it before it goes into our lungs and causes possible infection and other medical issues. So the hair in your nose, the cilia, is a filter. True story. Number two, how many ribs do we have? Ribs. Like chicken ribs. How many ribs do human beings have? You would be surprised, and I'm surprised if you are going to answer or if you have answered this way already. You would be surprised how many people don't know how many ribs they possess. Some have told me in time past when I've asked the question, 11. That's incorrect. Some have said 12 total. That's incorrect. We have 24 ribs. This is not patterned after the Adam and Eve story where God took one of Adam's ribs and you're missing one. Okay, we have 24 ribs. There's 12 ribs on both sides of our bodies. 12 and 12. Some are attached to the sternum or the breastbone, and others beneath that are considered floating ribs. They are not attached to the sternum. Enough said. We have 24 ribs, 12 on either side, totaling 24. Number 3, how many bones do we have in our bodies? Have bones throughout. Head, upper body, your hip area, your legs, and your toes and fingers, bones. But do you know how many bones you have? It's your body. Did you learn this in health 101? We have 206 bones in our body. Okay? You don't see me cheating, looking around for answers, do you? I know this already. Okay. Number 4. This can be a little complex. I'm a man, and this is going to be the way that I'm going to express this. Okay, so I'm not a OBGYN. I'm not a doctor per se. Why do women have a period or a menstrual cycle? You would be surprised, and I hope that you don't find yourself in this category, ladies. You would be surprised how many women, how many teenagers, at least 15 years old sometimes, don't know why they have a period. Sometimes mom has never explained it to them, other than teaching them what to do from a hygienic standpoint. Even mom doesn't know the answer why they have periods. They just know that they have one. It's really a sad state of affairs if you, being a female, and you're 16 years old and up, but you don't know why you have a period, or a menstruation period, or a cycle. Every month, a woman's ovaries produces an egg. The purpose of that egg is to have a potential baby or child. The body, the woman's sexual organ, if you will, your uterus, is prepared to have a baby. So it has to be in the proper state. So your body, nature, cleans your uterus out to prepare for a possible baby. After that egg is released from your ovaries, if you are not inseminated by a man and that sperm from that man joins that egg and causes a baby as a result, that's the early stages, of course, fertilization. If that does not happen in that whole period, your body starts, you women's bodies, that is, it starts the cycle. Note I said cycle all over again. It tears down the uterine walls, and that's where you get the blood from. This is a hormonal procedure or process, right? So it breaks down the interior walls of the uterus, and you discharge all of that past work that your body did to prepare for a baby. Since you're not having a baby, your body said, well, it's about 30 days now. We have to clean it out and prepare it for a baby again. And then your ovaries release another egg. After a certain period of time, if that egg has not been fertilized and you're not going to be pregnant, your body completes that cycle again. And the average period for most women is 3 to 5 days. It can last up to a week or 7 days. It can even be longer with some women who have other hormonal issues or complications. That's why you have a period. Preparation for a child. You don't have a child. Your body breaks down your uterus. You bleed out all of that material, that waste material now. Then your body starts fresh all over again. That's it, ladies. Didn't know that. Some of you, did you? Okay. Number 5. What's special about the signature line on your personal check? This is a check. I blocked out information that you don't need to know for my protection. So, what's the purpose of the signature line? Or what's special about it? First of all, you see a line that says pay to the order of, and you see the other line where you write the amount, and then you see the signature line. There are two letters right here on signature line, MP. What does that stand for? Did you know? Micro print. Out of all of the lines on your check, the signature line is distinctively different. Now, one thing about the signature line is that it's in microprint, and it is composed of words. It's the only line on your check that's composed of words, believe it or not. It's the truth. So you can't see it with the naked eye. It's so small. That's why it's called microprint. What you need is a magnifying glass. Your standard magnifying glass, you won't be able to see or read this particular line, the signature line. But it's words. And you might need what is called a jeweler's magnifier, or a loupe. Upon further scrutiny, when you look, you will see that it's going to say original document. That's what that line says, and it's repeated. Original document, original document, original document. Why did they put that there? They didn't do it for no apparent reason, or did they? They had to have a reason. Maybe you want to research that. Why is the only line on your check composed of words? And why is it so small that you can't see it with your naked eye? It has to have been a reason for that. Okay, you need a magnifying glass, and you need something as powerful as a jeweler's magnifying glass or a loupe. Original document. All right. Now, is your hair alive? That's an interesting question. See people with all types of hair: curly hair, coarse hair, thick hair, thin hair, stringy hair. Is it alive though? We like to style it, we like to cut it, we trim it, we shape it. Is your hair alive? Is my hair alive? You give up? No, your hair is not alive. I don't care if it's short, medium length, or super long. It's not alive. Your hair is dead. If it's outside of your skin, it's dead. Looks good when you groom it, but it's dead. It's only alive at the roots, the foundation, where it grows outside of the scalp or underneath the scalp. At the root, that is the only place your hair is alive. The hair follicles at the base of your skin, underneath the dermis. Okay, it's alive there. But once it protrudes out of your skin, it's dead. Didn't know that, did you? All right. What is the largest human organ? That is number 7. Did you guess heart? You were wrong. What about the brain? Still wrong. What about the kidneys? The kidneys? It's not correct either. The largest human organ is your skin. That's the largest human organ. On the outside of the body, oftentimes we're thinking about what's internal. Now, the largest organ is a breathing organ. Your skin is alive. It contains, think about it. What does it contain? It is part of your immune system. That's what I'm getting at. Your skin is. It helps protect your body internally from things from the outside. Let me see if I can reword this again for you. Your skin is your barrier that protects your internal organs, your internal construct from things outside. So your skin is the first thing that it has to get through. So guess what it has? It has viruses in the skin. Did you know that? We talk about a virus. There's viruses in your skin. There's bacteria in your skin. Let me tell you this while I'm talking about viruses and bacteria. Did you know people were talking about at one time through this COVID-19 issue to keep your hands sanitized and to wash your hands regular and so on and so forth? It's not good to take a bath every single day or a shower every single day unless you work in a coal mine, you work in construction, but you must be conscientiously aware of your human body, of your biology, of your physiology. You must know your body before you start doing things just because someone said do it. What am I saying? What are you saying, brother teacher? I'm simply saying this, ladies and gentlemen. We are a living organism. We have certain natural laws pertaining to this body. If your skin is your barrier that protects you internally from things outside of you, how does it do that? Our skin is very thin. We can cut our skin with a sheet of paper. Okay? So how does our body's skin protect itself? Through all of those things in the skin. The viruses and the bacteria that stop other harmful bacteria and viruses from entering in through the skin. How do things enter your body? Through inhalation, breathing, through ingestion, eating, through absorption. And one other way things enter your body is through, can you guess? Puncture, abrasions, cuts, scrapes. That's invasive. That's not a normal process. But the normal process of things entering your body is inhalation, breathing, ingestion, eating through your mouth, in other words, and absorption. Things absorb through your skin. So your body can differentiate what's good and bad. Once it hits your skin surface, your body begins to, which is part of your immune system again, it begins to fight off those things that are not good for your body, and it stops them at the skin level before they can enter into your body. There are some things, however, that are made by man, chemicals and otherwise, that we put on our skin that can be harmful to us later on. So, your skin is your largest organ. Every surface externally, outside of you, is covered with skin. Every last cubic inch of us is covered with skin. All of us is covered with skin on the outside. That's the largest organ of the human body. Now, while I'm on that, the largest organ internally is your liver. Your liver is the largest organ. True story. All right. Now, where is the liver located? That's number 8. I had that question as well. Where's your liver located? Do you know? The purpose of your liver is to what? Rid your body of poisons and toxins. That's one of its many, many jobs. One of its primary jobs. That's the purpose of your liver. It's to process all of the dangerous things in your body. Then it goes through your kidneys and out into the toilet. Both ways. Rectally, if you will, or through a bowel movement, and it also leaves urination. Primarily. So, your liver is located on the right side of your upper body, right around where your ribs are located, your lower parts of your ribs. Your liver is the largest organ. It is also the only organ in the human being's body that regenerates. You cut a piece of your liver off, it's going to grow back. It regenerates. So it's located on the right side of the upper body, your liver. All right, now, what is U.S. paper money made of? That's number 9. What's paper money made of? Who says paper? We call it conveniently paper. Looks like paper. Actually, U.S. currency. Oh, let me find one for you. This thing here. This is made of cotton and linen, both natural materials. 75% cotton, 25% linen. Linen comes from the flax plant, by the way. So 75% cotton and 25% linen. That's what these old bills are made out of. And that's one of the reasons that they endure so long. All right? Now, our 10th question is one I hope you know. How much water should we really drink every day? Should I turn the clock on? How much water do you drink every day? Do you give up? Do you have the answer? Now, bear this in mind. We are all individuals. We are all different. So our requirements for everything, food and water, is going to be a little bit different. Not exactly the same. So understand that. Comprehend this. So on average, note that I said average. The average human being, especially adult, puts off, has excreted, and eliminates from the body about 2 liters of water a day. Approximately 2 liters. In other words, you lose approximately 2 liters of water per day. Now, that's going to vary depending on you being a full-grown adult, a brand new infant, or a teenager. It's going to vary, but the average adult is going to be about 2 liters of water. Whatever amount of water that you lose, think about this. You have to replace what you lose. Your body knows. So now, you don't control your urination. When nature calls and you have to urinate or pee, you're going to pee. When you have to defecate or have a bowel movement, you're going to go. That happens automatically. That is not a voluntary thing. It's involuntary. That's your body doing what it was designed to do. So you lose water from breathing out, exhalation. Believe it or not, you lose water. You also lose weight from urination. When you pee, going to the bathroom, you lose water in your stool when you have a bowel movement, and you lose water when you perspire or sweat. Those are the only ways that you lose water. That's it. So now, the amount of water, let's say, in a day that you lose through all of those particular areas, you must at least or minimally put that much water back into your body. Does it make sense? So if I lose 2 liters of water, I have to minimally put 2 liters of water back into my body for it to function anywhere near its optimal level. Same is true for you. If you lose 1.5 liters of water, then you have to put at least that amount in there. Now, bear this in mind also. If you are thirsty, you drink water. You know when you're thirsty. Your body knows when it's thirsty. You drink water. So when people say, well, you have to drink 8 to 10 or 8 to 12 glasses of water per day, no, that would mean that you're talking about everybody. You're talking about the baby that was just born has to drink 12 8-ounce glasses of water, technically. A newborn baby doesn't drink that much water, okay? If you are a 2-year-old, you may not drink that much water in a day. You may not. But you cannot paint that broad stroke and say everyone must drink exactly the same amount. As I said before, we are all different. So when we become of the age of understanding, where we can process information and we can have reasoning, we need to look at our bodies and say, look, this is the way it's supposed to be, ladies and gentlemen. We need to say, look, How does my body work? What do I really need? We need to question these things, and then we need to do the appropriate thing to make sure that its functionality is in order. So drink as much water as your body loses every day, and you can't go wrong. And when you're thirsty, you drink water, because if you drink a little bit too much water, you go to the bathroom and you pee it out. It's that simple. But be very careful not to, from a standpoint of panicking and just being crazy from something that you watched on the video, someone who's uninformed telling you to drink all of this water, and you see people sitting with gallons of water and 4 or 5 liters of water and just guzzling it down in the summertime. That's not correct. That's not proper. You could potentially have a health issue as a result, especially with your heart. Your body knows how to balance itself out. It will give you warning signs. Okay? It's that simple. I hope that this was something entertaining to you, and I hope that you learned something maybe about yourself and about the world in which you live. I will continue to give you these quizzes, as it were, or these trivial contests, and just to break the ice sometimes, so that we can interact with one another from a brotherhood standpoint, if you will, brothers and sisters, because you're my brothers and sisters out there in YouTube land and beyond. So let me know if you got all 10 of these questions right, or if you knew part of them, if you knew them already, or if you had to look them up. I hope you didn't go look it up, because I gave you the answer already. This is Brother Teacher. Have a beautiful day or evening, depending on where you are on planet Earth. Yahweh loves you, and I sincerely always love you. Take care.